Hi guys, let's learn to crochet flower granny square. For this I'll be using 3.5mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors and some shades of pink, green and white yarn. So let's get started. First we start with a magic ring, a slanting line, completing it with a cross. Insert your hook under the cross and grab one hand of the yarn and do a pull through. After that, chain 1 to secure the magic ring. Just like that. And now do 16 double crochets into the magic ring. To do a double crochet, we yarn over and go into the magic circle and pull through. Yarn over, and we have 4 loops in total. So we yarn over and pull through 2 loops and yarn over again and pull through both the 2 loops. That's 1 double crochet. Again yarn over into the magic circle, yarn over out of the magic circle, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through both the 2 loops. This one was second. For the third one, and we keep repeating this. A slip stitch into this chain. To do a slip stitch, directly go into the chain, yarn over out of the chain and just pull through and tighten the magic circle. Chain 1 and leave a longer yarn and cut. With this we have completed our row 1. Now for the second row we change our color. I'm using a light pink, and insert your hook into any of the chain and do a slip stitch. After that, chain 2 and do a double crochet into the same chain. So yarn over into the same chain, yarn over out of the chain, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through both the 2 loops. After that, chain 2, 1 and 2. And into the next stitch we do a double crochet 2 together. To do 2 double crochets together, yarn over, go into the next chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Now you have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over again into the same chain, yarn over out of the chain, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Now you have 3 loops on your chain. So yarn over and pull through all those 3. After that we chain 1. So chain 1. Do 2 double crochet together into the next chain. So yarn over into the next chain, yarn over out of the chain, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Now we have 2 loops, yarn over again into the same chain, yarn over out of the chain, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Now we have 3 chains, so yarn over and pull through all those 3 loops. And then now we chain 2. Here we chained 1 and over here we chain 2. So we do this, chain 2, chain 1, chain 2. Again 2 double crochet together, and now we chain 1. To the next chain, 2 double crochet together. Now we have 3 loops, so yarn over and pull through all those 3. Here we chained 1, now we chain 2. Keep repeating this pattern and I'll meet you at the end. So here I am at the end of the row 2. I chain 2 for the last chain and do 2 double crochet together, pull through 2 loops, yarn over into the chain, yarn over out of the chain, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. We have 3 loops, yarn over and pull through all those 3 loops, and you should end with a chain 1 and a slip stitch. So with this we have completed our row 2. We start with the row 3. If you want to change your yarn color you can, but I prefer using the same yarn color. So for the row 3 we chain 1 and do a single crochet into the same chain. After the single crochet we chain 2, and now we do a cluster stitch into this space. A cluster stitch is basically yarning over and going into the space, yarn over out of the space, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over into the space, yarn over out of the space, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Now we have 3 loops. Again yarn over into the space, yarn over out of the space, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Now you have 4 loops on your hook, so yarn over and pull through all those 4 loops. That's a cluster stitch. After the cluster stitch we chain 1 and again do the same cluster stitch into the same space, yarn over into the space, yarn over out of the space, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Again yarn over into the space, yarn over out of the space, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. We have 3 loops, yarn over into the space, yarn over out of the space, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. We have 4 loops, yarn over and pull through all those 4 loops. After the cluster stitch into this chain 2 space, into this chain 2 in this over here, after the cluster stitch we chain 2, this one's 1 and 2, and do a single crochet into the chain 1 space. So this is the chain 1 space. Here we do a single crochet. A single crochet is going directly into the space, yarn over out of the space. You have 2 loops, yarn over and pull through both the 2 loops. Now this is 1 petal that we have completed. Again from this single crochet we chain 2, this one's 1 and 2. After that we do a cluster stitch into this chain 2 space. So yarn over into the space, yarn over out of the space, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over into the space, yarn over out of the space, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. We have 3 loops, yarn over into the space again, yarn over out of the space, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Now we have 4 loops, so yarn over and pull through all those 4 loops. That's 1 cluster. After the cluster stitch, we chain 1 and again do a cluster into the same space. So yarn over into the chain, into the space, yarn over out of the space, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over again into the space, yarn over out of the space, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. We have 3 loops, yarn over into the space, yarn over out of the space, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. We have 4 loops, yarn over and pull through all those 4 loops. After that, do a slip stitch into the chain 1 space. Oops, we have to do after that we do a single crochet into the chain 1 space. After the cluster stitch, we chain 2 and do a single crochet into the chain 1 space, just like that. And this is our 2 petals. Again chain 2, 1 and 2, and do cluster stitch into the chain 2 space. So we have 4 loops, yarn over and pull through all those 4. After that, chain 1, again a cluster into the same space. So we have 4 loops, yarn over and pull through all those 4 loops. Chain 2 and single crochet into the chain 1 space. So 3 petals. In total you should have 8 petals, and I'll meet you at the end. Now here we are at the end of our row 3. So chain 2 and do a slip stitch into the first single crochet. Just like that. And chain 1 to secure it. Leave a longer yarn and cut off. With this we have completed our row 3. Now we move on to row 4. For the round 4, we insert our hook into any of the chain excluding these petals. So into this chain, and we join our green yarn by a slip stitch. After the slip stitch, chain 2, and these chain 2 do not count as a double crochet. So after the chain 2 we do a double crochet. So double crochet, yarn over into the chain, yarn over out of the chain, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. After that we do a triple crochet. Triple crochet is basically yarning over twice, so 1 and 2, and we go into the same chain, yarn over out of the chain, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through remaining 2 loops. After the triple crochet we chain 2 and again do a triple crochet into the same chain. So we yarn over twice into the chain, yarn over out of the chain. We have 4 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. After the triple crochet we do a double crochet, basically yarning over into the chain, yarn over out of the chain. We have 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So this gives a bit of a leaf shape. Now we skip these petals and we work only into these corners. So into the next for the next we chain 4, 1 2 3 and 4, and do a half double crochet into this chain. A half double crochet is basically yarning over and going into the chain. Yarn over out of the chain. We have 3 loops. Just yarn over and pull through all those 3 loops. Again we chain 4, and now we do this corner. The corner means this thing. We'll do this again. So first we do a double crochet, a triple crochet, chain 2, again a triple crochet, and then a double crochet. And after that we chain 4, 1 2 3 and 4, and we do a half double crochet into the chain between 2 petals. We keep repeating this process and I'll meet you at the end. To end your row we chain 4 and do slip stitch into the chain of a double crochet into this one. Chain 1 to secure and leave a longer yarn and cut off. Now we move on to the last row of this granny square. For the round 5 we grab our white yarn and we start with corners. So insert your white yarn, do a slip knot and chain 2. This one's 1 and 2. This chain 2 does not count as any double crochet. And now we do 2 double crochets. This one's 1 and this one's 2. After that chain 2 and do 2 double crochets into the same space. And now into this space we do double crochets. So this one's 1 chain, we do a double crochet over here and another double crochet into the next chain. After the 2 double crochets we do 4 double crochets into the chain 4 space. So yarn over into the space, yarn over out of the space, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through both the loops. Repeat this for 3 more times. After the 4 double crochet, skip this first half double crochet and into this chain 4 we do 4 double crochets again. This one's 1 2 3 and 4. After these 4 double crochets, into these chains we do 2 double crochets. 1 double crochet into this chain, another into the next. So now we have our corner. Into this corner we do 2 double crochets, chain 2 and 2 double crochets. This one's 1 and 2. We keep repeating this pattern. So 2 double crochets into these chains. This one's 1 and 2. 4 double crochet into the 4 chain space. 2, 3 and 4. We skip this half double crochet and 4 double crochet into the next chain 4 space. Now we do 2 double crochets into each chain, 1 and 2. Here we have our corner, so 2 double crochets, chain 2, again 2 double crochets. After that 2 double crochets into each chain. This one second. 4 double crochets into 4 chain 4 space. We keep repeating this pattern and I'll meet you at the end. Once you reach the end, do a slip stitch into the first double crochet and chain 1, leave a longer yarn and cut. So with this we have completed our granny square. I hope you enjoyed watching the tutorial.